gonna strike him, I'm gonna kick him. I watched his first fight, and he was wrestling a little bit. He got tired so much, and he never fought his wrestlers like me.
I don't understand how anyone in this weight class can say that they should get a title shot over Arman Tsarukyan.
I'm a well-rounded fighter, and I'm not gonna just try to wrestle him. I'm gonna strike him, I'm gonna kick him, I'm gonna up kick him, and and like try to do.
Arman been calling me out. That's the #1 contender. No one likes the guy, so I just love to kick his teeth in.
Arman Tsarukyan had accidentally kicked his coach out of the cage during a training session. Arman is looking too serious to fight Ilia Topuria, and this unexpected moment showed just how intense and explosive his training can get, leaving everyone around stunned and laughing at the wild accident. Arman Tsarukyan also reacted to the viral clip of him kicking his coach out of the cage with a playful jab, joking, "Can somebody please keep the cage closed?" Meanwhile, Arman Tsarukyan has officially joined Khamzat Chimaev's training camp to help him get ready for the massive showdown against Dricus du Plessis. This move will not only help Arman improve his skills, but also add serious firepower to Chimaev's camp, and has fans buzzing about how dangerous and well-prepared Khamzat might be for this challenge. Arman Tsarukyan gave fans a glimpse into what it really feels like to train with Khamzat Chimaev, hinting at the insane intensity and no mercy style inside that gym. He made it sound like surviving rounds with Khamzat is a badge of honor, the kind of grind that turns fighters into absolute monsters.
How is it training with Khamzat? I mean, obviously there's so many stories about what that guy's capable of in the gym going back for about 10 years. What is it like for you to get in there and roll with him?
I mean, Khamzat, he's a tough guy, and he doesn't care if you're lighter than him, more than 25 pounds. He just go hard with everybody, and it's good. It's good for me, you know. I get a lot of like experience, and I feel like if I can wrestle with him, I can wrestle with anybody, you know.
I would think so, man. And he's probably weighing what when he comes in? You said 25 pounds. Is that about how much he weighs more than you when you guys go?
He's like 205, something like that.
On the other hand, being the #1 contender, Arman Tsarukyan has openly expressed his desire to fight for the title against Ilia Topuria, and hinted at a chaotic, unpredictable war if he ever steps in with Ilia Topuria. Instead of sticking to one weapon, he promised to unleash his entire arsenal, turning the fight into a true showcase of modern MMA, and proving he's not just a wrestler, but a complete nightmare in every range.
I'm a well-rounded fighter, and I'm not gonna just try to wrestle him. I'm gonna strike him, I'm gonna kick him, I'm gonna up kick him, and and like try to do.
Arman Tsarukyan is making bold promises ahead of a potential showdown with Ilia Topuria. He's so sure of his grappling and all-around dominance that he claims he'll easily drag Ilia down over and over, break his hype, and push him far down the rankings, showing fans exactly who the real force in the division is.
I'll send Topuria back to top 15 pound for pound. For me, it's easier to fight Topuria than Oliveira. And then you can like just go like 1,000 times to take him down, because he's not gonna try to choke you or something, you know?
Arman Tsarukyan is already studying Ilia Topuria closely and believes he's spotted big weaknesses. He plans to mix strikes and kicks to keep Ilia guessing, convinced that Ilia's past fights, especially against Bryce Mitchell, proved he isn't as unstoppable as people think. Arman feels confident that his unique style and relentless pace will expose Topuria's limits and make a huge statement.
I'm gonna strike him, I'm gonna kick him. I watched his first fight, and he was wrestling a little bit. He got tired so much, and he never fought with wrestlers like me. Bruce Mitchell, or what's his name? Bruce?
Bryce Mitchell.
Bryce Mitchell, he's the worst fighter in 145. He took him down and like hold him from the crazy position. And I can tell he's not high level. I mean, it's not WWE. I can't wait to show like everybody.
You said Bryce Mitchell's the worst fighter at 145.
I mean, he's I mean, did you watch his fights?
Dude, I've watched the fight.
His kicks, like he think he's kicking the ball. I think
Like soccer?
like soccer, yeah.
You're so crazy, Arman.
UFC Hall of Famer Daniel Cormier also made waves backing Arman Tsarukyan as the undeniable top contender for the next title shot. Ignoring all the hype around other names, DC believes Arman is the one fighter who truly deserves it and has done everything to prove he's the rightful challenger. Fans can already feel the tension building as DC demands Arman get his moment to claim the belt.
I don't understand how anyone in this weight class can say that they should get a title shot over Arman Tsarukyan. He was the #1 contender for the last year. He was in line to fight for the belt in Los Angeles, and then it didn't happen. It was because his back went out, right? Some people were saying it was a weight issue. Well, today he stepped on the scale as a backup fighter and looked in phenomenal shape. It just feels like Arman Tsarukyan should be next to fight for the championship.
Demetrius Johnson didn't hold back when he called out the UFC's focus on money over merit. He fully supported Daniel Cormier's stance that Arman Tsarukyan should be next in line, slamming the promotion for turning the sport into pure entertainment. By accusing them of running a reality show, Johnson fired up fans and added even more heat to the debate around who truly deserves the title shot.
Don't give it to Justin Gaethje. Give it to Arman Tsarukyan.
Who?
Give it to Arman Tsarukyan.
This guy?
No, not Patty. That's the right. It needs to be him. Arman Tsarukyan.
What's this, McGregor?
I don't know. I mean, this is what I'm talking about, guys. This is why I say it's a reality TV show. It's like, obviously, Arman Tsarukyan is the #1 contender. He's ranked #1, whatever you guys want to, go by the rankings. But they're forcing this fight with Paddy Pimblett versus Ilia Topuria just because it's probably going to sell more. But I think the rightful person who should be getting the next title shot at lightweight is Arman Tsarukyan.
Demetrius Johnson gave fans a sharp reality check, hinting that Ilia Topuria isn't interested in testing his wrestling against Arman Tsarukyan. Instead, he sees Ilia hunting for a quick and flashy finish on the feet, a move that would set the arena on fire and prove he's all about highlight reel knockouts.
Like, I don't think he's just going to risk going into where Arman's good just to prove a point.
No, I think he's going to knock Arman out. I don't think he cares to wrestle with anybody. I think he's gonna get himself to the right spot and try to knock everybody out.
Javier Mendez also believes Arman Tsarukyan is the true wild card in the lightweight division. While he respects Ilia Topuria's striking and recent wins, Javier believes Arman's relentless wrestling and unpredictable style could finally push Ilia into deep, uncomfortable waters no one else has managed to reach.
Arman Tsarukyan would be the one that, in my opinion, might give him the most problems because Arman's not going to stand with him. Arman's going to make it a grappling war. So it's going to be a war of nutrition. Can Ilia survive the continuous ground attack that Arman's going to put on him? And that would be the test. Can he do that? I don't know. Maybe he can. I mean, look what he did to Charles. Charles came in for the takedown. He freaking switched it on him midair. That was very impressive, man.
Similarly, Din Thomas painted a clear picture for fans, suggesting that Arman Tsarukyan is the true nightmare matchup for Ilia Topuria. While he respects Paddy's star power, Din believes Arman's sharp wrestling and cage IQ make him the real puzzle Ilia would struggle to solve, even if hype and drama push Paddy into the spotlight first.
Who is the most likely to get the title shot?
I think Paddy is still most likely to get it right now. He's just gonna have to be fair with the number.
Yeah, he's gonna have to be. Who's best suited to be the most competitive with Topuria out of those?
Arman.
Gaethje, Paddy, or Arman?
Arman.
That's what I thought too.
On the other hand, Dan Hooker took a sharp jab at Arman Tsarukyan, saying nobody likes him and he'd love nothing more than to smash his teeth in. Hooker suggested Arman is the most disliked guy in the division and saw this as a perfect chance to stir things up and put on a violent show for the fans.
You reshuffle the deck. Is Gaethje still somebody you'd like to face at some point, or when do you plan on coming back? I think I'll be good to go in October, November.
I think Gagey would just sit and wait for a title shot. I think it'd be silly to come and fight another contender. But that's what's so interesting about the division now is we've got the title moving over the next couple of months. I feel like there'll be a lot of movement in the division. It's good.
So do you have a name then if Gaethje doesn't?
I know. Arman been calling me out. That's the #1 contender. No one likes the guy, so I just love to kick his teeth in.
Moreover, John and Nick explained that Ilia Topuria really wants the fight with Paddy Pimblett. He highlighted just how big a spectacle a fight between Ilia Topuria and Paddy Pimblett could become. He compared it to the kind of blockbuster matchups usually reserved for icons nearing retirement, and suggested that seeing Ilia in this position so early shows just how massive his star power has become.
Topuria badly wants the Paddy Pimblett fight, which is enormous.
Typically, this is a luxury given to guys like, let's say, a GSP at the end of his career, or a John Jones, for example, something like that. He may be in the driver's seat here.
We will see the direction in which they go. Just because Dana White didn't love Pimblett going in there doesn't mean that fight won't be made. I agree with Dana. What he didn't like was that Ilia Topuria just became a 2-division champion. Not simultaneously, but so why are we matchmaking with the #8 ranked contender to Capstone International Fight Week instead of sort of living in that win? I think that was Dana's point.
Meanwhile, Paddy Pimblett is fueling the buzz big time, promising a lightning-fast finish that would shock the world. And he's not shy about comparing it to McGregor's legendary KO. He's talking big, teasing a brutal statement win that would instantly become an iconic moment in UFC history.
I just think I'm his kryptonite, and people can laugh at me all they want when I say it, but I genuinely believe I'd finish him. I don't see him lasting 5 rounds with me. I genuinely believe I'd finish him. Keep having mad dreams that I finish him in like the first 10 seconds of Aldo, but that wouldn't be good enough for him. I'd want to beat him up for a consistent couple of rounds, hit him with over like 70 elbows, disfigure him a little bit, and then finish him.
John and Nick praised Paddy Pimblett's ability to hype fights, calling him the top trash talker in MMA today. He felt Paddy's unfiltered style and unique accent make his callouts impossible to ignore, helping build huge excitement around any matchup he's in.
Paddy Pimblett's a master orator, right? And not unlike Conor McGregor, nothing that Paddy says is scripted, and I think that's a big part of it for me, right? I love Chael Sonnen. He's one of the best orators I've ever been around, but some of his material was scripted. Ilia Topuria, Paddy Pimblett, they just shoot straight from the hip. But right now, if you're asking me, the best trash talker in mixed martial arts today is Paddy Pimblett, and I think the Scouser accent is part of the equation.
However, Arman Tsarukyan didn't hold back when sizing up Paddy Pimblett, hinting that Paddy might shine against fading names, but would get exposed against the elite. He painted a clear picture. The moment Paddy steps in with prime killers, all the hype would crumble.
Do you think Paddy's good, or do you think he's just hype that's going to fizzle out at some point, or do you think he's legit?
He's legit. He's legit, but not like a top 5 fighter level. He can beat like a Charles, maybe now, because nowadays he can beat Charles. He can beat maybe Gagey, but he never gonna beat Topuria, me, Islam, who is on the prime right now. He can beat the people who is almost retired or lost fights,
Meanwhile, Ilia Topuria has his eyes set on Paddy Pimblett as the perfect stage to showcase his dominance. Confident that he can handle Paddy with ease, Ilia sees this matchup as the ultimate highlight reel opportunity, a chance to prove he's levels above and give fans a show they won't forget.
What is going on with Paddy?
Well, all the fans around the world, I think that they want to see that fight. And at the same time, I have to be honest, I think it's one of the easiest fights that I could have in the lightweight division. I don't know, I can do with him whatever I want to do in reality. It's very excited fight for the fans.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna enjoy a lot the whole process, and at the same time, it's a fight where I'm going to be able to shine once again.
Ilia Topuria is already plotting a statement win over Paddy Pimblett, teasing the idea of ending the fight in style before the second round even starts. He wants to leave no doubt that he's on another level, and plans to prove it in the most spectacular way possible.
How would you win? When would you win? Give us some of that Ilia prediction magic.
Against Paddy?
Yeah.
I have to think about it. I promise you, I could like choose the way I want to finish.
First round?
Be like, that's for sure. He's not gonna stay there for more than one round with me. But I don't know. Maybe it's gonna be cool to submit him in the ground with a triangle choke from the mount, something like that. Like as I told him, put my in his forehead.
Paddy Pimblett took aim at Ilia Topuria, painting him as a copycat who only gained fame by riding their rivalry. He insists Ilia wouldn't be anywhere near a title shot without that drama, and promises to expose him as a fake when they finally clash.
But at the time, Ilia was a nobody, and I was a somebody, so he wanted to become a somebody off my name. I still say to this day, he wouldn't have got a title shot that fast if it wasn't for me and him having beef. Yeah.
All you do, you'll do nothing. You'll do nothing, you little fart. Go and back down. Back down.
No one knew who he was. You know what I mean? He's just a McGregor clone.
Paddy Pimblett fired shots at Ilia Topuria again, mocking his tattoos and style as pure McGregor imitation. He claimed Ilia has copied everything and couldn't survive against a prime Conor, fueling the rivalry even more.
He's trying to be Conor McGregor, isn't he? You know what I mean? He's got the same tattoos, he's got he even said the other day, I'm going to put my balls on your forehead to me, which is sort of what McGregor said to Chad Mendes.
Yeah.
Like, he's just a carbon copy of McGregor. And I think if some people can't see through that, even though you see some people now saying he's better than McGregor, but he's not. In the prime at the same time, McGregor would have knocked him out with a straight left. But, you know, against everyone else he's fought, he's not emotional. Topuria, he goes in very stoic. Against me, he's emotional. You know what I mean? Even the other day, pushing me. I wasn't ever going to lay hands on him. I'm not that stupid. I know if I lay hands on him, I don't get that fight. So I just called him a little boy and got under his skin, as I always do, and he pushed me.
Ilia Topuria added more fuel to the fire by suggesting Arman Tsarukyan was secretly terrified after seeing him finish Charles Oliveira. Ilia painted a picture of Arman feeling lucky to avoid stepping in as a backup, hinting that Arman knows deep down he could have been on the wrong end of that same brutal KO.
Ahí estaba Arman también, que no, pues obviamente se le veía, pues...
Se le veía cagado también. Se le veía una cara de shock cuando vio el knockout. Dijo, ¡buah! Yo iba a ser el reemplazo de este combate. Menos mal que Dios bendiga a Charles, que no le haya pasado nada, porque este iba a ser yo. Él siempre da el peso cuando sabe que no va a pelear. Siempre da el peso. Cuando él sabe que le va a tocar pelear, ahí ya da el peso y es, uy, mi espalda.
However, Ilia Topuria also put Arman Tsarukyan above Paddy in the lightweight pecking order and didn't hide it. He teased that a showdown with Paddy could break records, but also suggested Paddy should go after Gaethje instead if he wants a smoother route. In Ilia's eyes, Arman is a mountain that Paddy might not be ready to climb.
That fight easily could be one of the biggest in the UFC history.
Are there any hard feelings still towards Paddy?
Listen, I don't used to take anything personal in this game. It's all professional.
And with that one fight that you think that he should have, is there someone in the division that you think would make sense in terms of him winning that fight to get the title shot next?
So if he wants to assure his title shot, he has to fight with Justin Gaethje, because if he fights with Arman, I think that Arman's gonna beat him. So the easiest path he has right now to get the title shot is Justin.
Okay, thank you.
Stylistically.
In the end, Arman Tsarukyan made it clear he's hunting for the belt and won't hesitate to steamroll big names on the way. For him, matchups with stars like Gaethje or Paddy aren't obstacles, but easy opportunities to show his dominance and move one step closer to gold.
I mean, he can do whatever he wants to do, so I don't care about Gaethje, Paddy. I just need to fight for the title.
Yes, there it is. You wrote. By the way, I have to say.
Yeah, if UFC say like a fight with Gaethje, I'll take the fight and as soon as possible, and then fight with Ilia.
Okay, you'd be open to that.
Yeah.
What about
No
Paddy?
problem. Easy money.
Which one, Gaethje or Paddy?
Both of them.
So, that's all we have from today's video, and hopefully you have enjoyed it. Arman has joined Khamzat to train for his upcoming fight, and we have already seen what he is capable of during his training with his coach. Share your thoughts about Arman's next opponent in the comments section, and subscribe to get more updates about the latest UFC content.